whatever the.
Only when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Am ready.
I'm ready.
I'm always ready.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Let's do this.
So, you all remember when we left off, I hope.
Yep.
I do.
Wait for
We
Lucian.
we still were in Samria. We still were in the situation where the good old pal, Lumine's best
The
friend,
asshole.
probably.
Yeah,
just,
definitely a best
the
friend.
asshole, exactly. Stole the staff, and you failed to actually retrieve it.
Who's got the bitch?
You came back to the town. You experienced a little bit of mixed emotions. Someone was angry. Someone was sad. Someone was just went to have a date at the library. Stuff like that. You heard that from Frederick, the good boy from the mission hall, from the guild post, that a certain person of a certain importance from the main kingdom is coming to Samria to actually ask a couple of questions. Sir Derek Redbury, you still didn't had the chance to meet. Because in the meantime, someone went in the library and trying to search for some information, trying to learn more about the various the concept of transformation and wild shape and stuff like that, while the others went to talk to Callum and try to learn more about what was going on with the monsters, and end up being, you could say, like, test subject for some of Callum's mad experiments. This was proceeding as I just explained, where you all were minding your own business in different groups, or you're still at Samria. And at this point, you could say that it's pretty much like afternoon, late afternoon, maybe like 6 p.m., something like that. It's up to you. What do you want to do?
Wasn't Lucian just taking Lumine to the church to see
Yeah.
specifically what praying to the actual
Yeah, that's where we
masked
left
goddess
off.
was going to do to Lumine? Specifically in a holy site.
Mm-hmm. We
Mm,
were headed to the church. Yeah.
Okay.
Lucian
Okay.
specifically
You're
suggested
heading
what
for the church. And what about Tan and Fria?
I think they were still at the library.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You take your time to go towards the main church, the main temple in the main square of Samria. Is, impressive and well built temple that you can see that there's many there have been some work into the details. You can see that it's something that is very important for the people, because it's pretty much a work of art. You can think of it as, Christian churches, how well they're made, how symbolic everything is, every single detail is in how it's made. While you're going towards the church, I would like to ask Oberon what he's doing, because you theoretically are in the tavern because you went back, to drink something or to sleep or something like that, because reason, since the last time you weren't feeling well. So what are you doing right now? Just for a little bit more context.
Yeah, I guess I'll go to the church and, well, see what actually happened, I guess. With the stuff and that, how it was stolen, unless, well, nah, I'm gonna go there anyway.
Okay, so in two different parties, you could say, in two different moments, but somewhat at the same time, both Lumine, Lucian, and Oberon are all going towards the church. Where the night before, you have seen the gods down, the people, the commotion all around the temple. You know, not the best situation since the stuff in the end was actually stolen from there. The first to reach the temple is Oberon himself, and yet again you can see the town guards that are patrolling around the temple, was searching every single possible trace and any clue that could be helpful. As you step a little too closer to the temple, town guards, you can see that the town guards are keeping an eye on you. They are extremely vigilant in this moment.
Right, I'm gonna go and tell them, don't worry, I'm
Yeah,
part
tell me.
of the commission. I'm part of the commission. I wanted to see what happened here.
That's quite a question. They attacked yesterday and night. It was swift. We're trying to understand what kind of strategy, what kind of planning. This is something that has not been, done from an outsider, by an outsider. These people knew a lot about this temple. We're trying to investigate, and any information that you may have is greatly appreciated. As the town guard says this, both Lucian and Lumine reach the outside of the temple, and as you reach there, you see Oberon talking to one of the town guards.
Looking around, like, does Lucian see like any collateral damage, or is it just more like high high alert?
There is high alert. Damage to the structure, no damage to the structure that you can see. You cannot. You also don't see like any traces of blood, any stuff like that. Uh, you, the thing is that the thing that strikes your mind is that it's it has been something very clean and very um, well thought, very well planned. It's something that didn't kill anyone, or just managed to bring down some guards with some kind maybe of sickening or paralyzing poison or something like that. And it was swift enough to escape both the guards' clutches and your clutches.
Your friend knew what he was doing. I mean,
He always had that knack of, well, trickery, you might say.
at this point, Lucian just walks up to Oberon to just wave and see what even happened here.
Now Oberon
Just by
waves back.
Yeah, Lumine
glancing a
waves.
little bit in the inside of the temple, because the temple has these two big doors that are open right now, and you can see town guards even inside the temple itself, the church itself. thing that strikes your mind, that strikes your eye, is not really something that is strange. You are at this point aware of this, but Summer is quite big. Okay, it's not a small town. It's not a small city. The number of town guard is surprisingly low. In the end, you know why it's that. The number of town guards, the number of guards in general, of law enforcers in general, is low simply because the town is at war right now. And that's the reason of why the commission exists. That's why, and then that's, you could say that that's the reason why you can guess people around you, around the church, and not talking about the town guard, but the actual citizens, are looking at the you members, you know, members of the commission, or said to be members of the commission, with kind of disappointment eye, pointed eye, yeah. Like people are not, people were believing in what could have been the town's god as much as it was the commission itself. Glancing inside the temple, the church, you can see that there the situation is a little bit more messy. There's been a little bit of a trace of a fight, maybe, but you can't really tell from outside.
Seems they rely on us too.
A lot of expectations.
Makes this whole thievery even more significant.
We have a lot of work to do.
That we do.
Indeed.
Were the two guards that were originally guarding the staff still there? Like the two heavily imposing ones that were there before it got stolen.
You can roll me a perception check.
Perception. I should be decent at that. Yep. Oh boy, how good it feels to go back to a high whiz character. Okay, 16.
Okay, so you try to concentrate and take a proper look and recognize the two imposing guards among the guards that are analyzing the situation inside the the temple, the church. You can just glance at them since it's kind of far away and they're amidst the chaos that is inside the church. But with some keen looking, you can recognize them. So it seems like they're alive and well.
Well, it seems he managed to got past the two guards closest to it. And well, thankfully they're all right. And at this point, I guess Lucian turns to Lumine and looks around to where the ace statue is, and well, if you want to try that now, even in this maybe inopportune time, it looks like she's there.
Lumine looks around and sees if she can find the statue and then nods to Lucian.
Taking a couple of steps forward, like just to next to the open door of the temple, the town guard, not still keeping a look, an eye on you, but since you have been pronounced as members of the commission, or at least you have your badge on, and then they can see it. They're not saying anything to you, but you can feel like they're kind of a little bit pissy about it. A little bit, not pissy, more like you. They don't seem very comfortable with you entering, but they don't say anything about it. They just keep on searching and studying the possible traces and possible situation, and they simply surrounding the church so as to keep out the citizen. Entering a little bit on the door of the itself, you can glance at the inside better. The situation is not the best, absolutely. The various the situation that was there, you can see many tables and seats and chairs and stuff have been somewhat scattered with a little bit of thinking, with just l- moment of looking. You can understand pretty easily that there has been some kind of battle struggle inside. And by looking around, you can see that all disposed in in the as a notch that embrace the the um, the part the part that you can see farther away from you of the church. There are 9 statues of the 9 gods. Takes a moment to realize that one of them has a mask. You can easily guess who's Ace.
So this is her.
Looks like it. No one else I would mistake her for.
I I see. Guess we should maybe try it out here.
Hmm. This probably is the best place I can think of right now. And Lucian just respectfully takes a few steps back to let her have some quote unquote space. And just trusting her to do it.
So but you both entered the church, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you both enter the church, and I guess Lumine's right up close with the statue, and Lucian takes a few steps back to let her have her space with it.
Can again, even inside the church, especially the town guard are trying to take all the chaos and just study of what could have been any kind of trace, any kind of clue. They are taking a good look on you. They are keeping their eyes on you, and the moment you step back, you can realize that the focus is centered on you, and see that the people are stopping to look at Lumine. Roll me an insight check.
Me as Lucian?
Lucian.
Alright then. Proficiency, go!
Not too bad.
Okay, let me check. Is a 14 is fine. So they have a particular look when when they change they focus from Lumine to you. You can see that everyone is changing their focus from Lumine to you, and you can easily guess that this kind of uh, like giving privacy to someone who's praying. Respect that. So, Lumin, what are you doing? You're in front of this statue that is seems like is made with marble or something like that. It's this imposing, very tall statue of this woman. Seems like it is dressed as a traveler of some sort, and and has this, of course, it's chiseled. It's not something that you can clearly perfectly see. It's just a statue. You can't see her face since it's covered with a mask that doesn't seem to doesn't seem like any animal or anything really. Is it just feels like it's more of a human mask.
Lumine grabs her
And this
mask
mask
and
is partially on the face, and just enough to hide the face itself.
yeah, Lumine grabs her mask and looks at the statue before she sighs and not bends her head down a bit and starts praying to the statue.
Praying for.
Uh,
Are you? What's on your mind?
Lumine would just be thinking about what happened to her and the mask and all of the strange things she's inherited so far, and questioning how it even
Mhm.
started. What made her like this?
So in these thoughts, in this, do you feel like you're asking something? Do you feel like you have a question, or is it just most something like reminiscing of yourself, about yourself, your past, and what happened? Why are you praying? What's your? What are you seeking?
I guess in her mind she would be asking Ice if I don't know if you can hear me, goddess, but if you can, and if you've heard my questions before, what is this? What am I? What even are there even other more people of my kind? And I just want to know why I'm like this, and you might be the one to give me the answers.
You're holding your mask in your hands,
Yeah.
and it's not, uh, you know, brilliant as when you wear it and use it. It's just a mask. It's just this howl mask. You keep it in your hand. You kind of grasp it. You kind of clutch on it as you pray. Simply pray with this willing of doubt and searching, this longing to actually know more about yourself and what you have become. Roll me a persuasion check.
Oh boy, where's my... Well, what? Oof.
Ask for a moment. It's like it's glowing for just for a moment. Happens. What are you doing? Are you watching from the outside? Talking with someone?
Uh, I'm first. I'm gonna look from the outside, and after a while, I'm gonna step inside too.
Okay.
and I'm gonna say to Luxian, so, uh, what is going on?
We're trying to connect her to the goddess connected to her mask. Or at least more than she's tried so far.
I see.
With no complete sign of anything, she'll whisper to herself, and no answers from you, I guess. And she just looks at the statue
You
a
say
bit
these
longer.
exact words. You say these exact words. No answers from you. Feel like, for a moment, it's like you touch a thorn. You feel like someone stinged you. Something stinged you. Painful. Amazing.
Hmm.
Well, it certainly took me more than a few tries to start connecting with mine. You'll you'll get used to it. It's they work in different ways from us.
Yeah, yeah, I can get the gist of that. Guess it just needs me to. I don't know if she wants me to find it for myself, or she's waiting for me to have a more specific thing to ask her for.
Nothing wrong with keeping on trying. If it's if anything, that's that's what I'm here for. We look
Hmm.
around, see if we can piece together what plot happened here at least.
Yeah.
Maybe those two can have some answers. Points to the two guards who were close at the actual where the staff was kept. They were there before, got stolen. Looks like they're still here.
Maybe they know how he entered.
Or rather, how he avoided them.
That too.
I guess we walk towards them.
Have you been talking like on a low voice, or have you been talking normally?
I
Mm,
guess just low enough to be quiet and hear each other in the quietness of a church, I guess. Just in a hush
yeah.
whisper, yeah.
Mm,
Before they
okay.
completely go to the
The
guards, Lumie's just gonna glance at the statue one more time and then turn back to Lucian.
you take a step to go towards the guard, but you realize that one of them is next to you. Uh, it's imposing. Is surely probably like an half orc or something like that. Is well dressed with this, guard outfit. Surely seems like he is very pissed. He looks very pissed. He goes like, "What? You want to know how that guy avoided us? You want to know that? He didn't. He him. You can saw him very deeply, like he's very very pissed. Yesterday, we were guarding the staff. Point we saw, we noticed the guards on the outside falling down to the ground limp. Nowhere. Then we saw one of this scoundrel entering while we were checking on our companions. They were going for the staff. We were fighting them. We actually tried to our best to fight them. But they were so fast and nimble. We just couldn't catch them. That's why the ruckus here is mainly because of us. And before we could do anything, we also got hit by what I don't know even what it was. I think some kind of drug that just made us numb. The situation. That's what happened yesterday.
I see. Apologies, and Lucian just flashes his badge. We had an encounter with who we believe to be the man himself, too. Got away.
Lumine nods.
Did nothing.
We tried to stop him.
Didn't do anything. Tried. Well, go back to work if you don't have any other question.
For a time. Guess looking to Oberon. You have anything else you want to do here?
Just one last thing before we go. And he's gonna look for the statue of Lilith.
I have to ask you to roll me a religion check. Or native of Nubioc. You know a lot about the folk, the stories. You know all about religion because Nubioc is quite a religious country. Throughout the Regalia, the Nine are very prominent. But since you are from a place that is kind of in the in the more you could say in the outskirts of the actual the more lively society, you have been hearing mostly tales and not really representations. So you take some time to actually find the statue of Lilith, and you have to go by exclusion. So you exclude all the statues that resemble man figures. Include the statue that resemble a woman that is clearly much more imposing, much more like some kind of dominating nature. You can understand that is Lilith's sister and not Lily herself. Between goddess of the scale and the goddess and the shepherdess of the souls. But in the end, you find yourself in front of the statue of the goddess Lilith. There's the statue of this beautiful woman with this extremely long hair and that covers them a little bit, and this dress that goes up to the ground, and her bare feet, partially covered from the dress itself. It's quite. You feel like it's quite nostalgic. Like just by standing in front of such statue, it feels quite nostalgic. What are you going to
He's
do?
he's gonna look at Lily's face and he's gonna say, uh, Lumine tried to contact the god, and apparently she didn't get an answer. I wonder if I pray to you, will you answer me?
Okay.
He's gonna think about it.
As you say those things and you look at the statue, it's quite tall. It's a very big, imposing statue, but the veil that partially covers the face still makes the face itself be easily seen. And one thing that is different between all the gods and the one that should, Lilith. To Lilith because other gods have it, but it seems like she has this kind of very vague smile. She has this very smile. It's like she's happy or like she's be just relaxed or like in a peaceful time, in a peaceful moment. It has been, sculpted this way, of course. It's just a statue.
He's gonna, think about it for a little bit. Then he's gonna grab his prayer pendant and he's gonna lower his head and he's gonna say, uh, at least give me a sign that you are interested in talking to me.
A persuasion check.
Oh,
Wow.
As you hold your the pendant and you pray this way, you legit feel stupid about saying those things. You legit feel bad about thinking those things. You feel like you're doing something useless. And again, move, you know, stand back again. Notice something. That was really there all the time. You weren't looking at it. Faint. More like your frustration is making you notice that. You look all around you. You can see this very faint, very small wisps, remnants throughout the church, swirling around like dancing lights. Very faint, almost invisible. And they were there all this, all weren't focus enough. No answer comes from your prayer. You cannot feel anything different from the pendant or anything else. But you notice this thing.
Can I like investigate where it came from?
These lights.
Yeah.
more like shapeless. You don't really need to investigate to understand that it's more like the remnant of a remnant of a remnant. It's something that is, looming in the hair from you don't know how much time. At that point, it could very much be soul of someone or multiple people about that person death, about that person departure. You can't really say. It's too vague. It's too it's just a very small, almost invisible wisp. It's not, and there are plenty of those. They're everywhere in that church.
Hmm.
Something?
There are many vestiges here, but I I don't know if I don't think it's related to the stuff. It's rather, this place is just full of them.
Does Lucian notice them too, now that he's pointed it out?
Same with Lumine.
Absolutely not.
I
You cannot see anything.
was saying to me,
Don't see anything either.
Didn't expect you to.
should we head back?
Oberon looks back at Lilith and he kind of goes like, "Ugh, let's get back. I had enough of this."
Right then. I feel like the
Mm-hmm.
more we stay here, the more looks we just get anyway. Okay, we head back and we cut our way to the library.
Lumine's gonna let Oberon and Lucian know she's gonna revisit the shop that she and Lucian entered a while ago.
Alright then. I guess Oberon knows about that shop now.
Yeah. I'll be back in a bit.
Okay, so Lumin, you're going towards the shop. It's still
Yep.
open. Okay, Yatsu. Well, not Yatsu. Ten and Fria, are you still in the library, or you should have been? You should have finished at this point. It's quite late in the afternoon.
Yeah, then I think.
And they're probably done.
Yeah.
We could say that you just you exit the library around this time, and you can see that there is Lucian and Oberon in the front in the center square, but you cannot see Lumine because Lumine just entered the shop.
I guess we'll go to them.
Yep. That's
Okay.
So, find anything out?
Uh, well, the most is everyone and the guards seem to be giving us even shakes the commission logo looks.
Hmm. Of course.
And well, other than that, the thieves apparently, well, whatever they did, it was organized and planned that they got past even the two big ones guarding the staff itself. But that's about it. Whatever they did,
Yeah.
they knew how to do it, and it worked.
Certainly did. I'm so mad that we didn't catch him.
It was frustrating.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure we'll get him next time. Though damn well, I'll try my best.
Hopefully.
Y'all have anything else to do?
Nothing much. Really, just Druid research is all I really had in mind for the day.
Well, Lumine's planning on heading back into a shop that sells magic stuff.
Magic.
So, yeah,
Oh,
offered us some prices. I just took this, and Lucian shakes the, I think, pendant was it, that functions as an arcane focus. Need to get back into my training. Been away from the academy too long.
Hmm.
You all might need
magic
anything.
shop could be worth a visit.
He sells a couple trinkets. Blade too offered us.
Alright.
Maybe you might find something there.
Well, where is that shop?
Maybe we will.
Yes, pointing to where
could go.
Lumine went. I want to try asking the corpses of the ones that were slain last night, but it might be better if we were all together by then.
Hmm.
So I'll go with you if you all want to check it out. The shop.
Yeah, I'd like to check it out.
Well, it's right over there then. Walking.
I guess we're going.
Okay.
Yeah, Oberon goes to.
Okay. So, so everyone besides Lucian enters the shop, right?
So,
And Lucian just falls behind at the very end. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. So you find yourself again in this shop. Lumine entered first, but soon after you also enter. And it's quite not a big shop, but there's a lot of trinkets and stuff and precious stones and well-made pieces of cloth. It's something that kind of feels like is the kind of type of shop that holds some valuable, you could say. Shopkeepers welcomes you cheerfully and underlines how you can ask him for anything.
I'm gonna ask about that dagger he showed the last time we were here.
Right.
Okay.
He's probably just gonna look around.
Okay.
And also maybe some pieces of clothing
So
that may be a cloak with some magical properties.
okay. So you see the shopkeeper just going a little bit back and coming back with this very opulent, very it's like it's curated with gold and gems and this marvelous, beautiful dagger. and it's like resting on a piece of cloth, and there is also the scabbard next to it. And he explained it. The dagger is it's beautiful crafted, enchanted by this a certain mysterious magical smith, well blacksmith, and is surely something that would be come handy in battle. It's just 210 gold.
Oh my god. Rough. Uh,
Um, and then he continues explaining that he may have any kind of cape, any kind of piece of cloth that you may need, but as for magical magical cloaks or magical mantles, I'm afraid I can give you anything about that. Some very
that's
fancy stuff. Maybe you want something that is very beautiful.
you have any other daggers that maybe cost a bit less?
I guess you can
Holy shit,
ask the
210.
blacksmith for a regular one. One is magical. If you want a normal dagger, just buy a normal dagger.
All of us are inside, right?
And Lucius just
Yeah.
at the near the front door since he already got his thing.
Hmm. 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 Damn, that's a lot of gold.
What do you think? It's a dagger that has gold and gems and it's magical. What do you think that it would cost 9 copper? Come on, I'm running a business here.
But I mean, for all that we've done here, we could get some kind of discount, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for all you have done here. What you have done here.
Well, there were these
A lot.
creatures. There
What?
was a lot, yeah.
Creature.
I'm gonna pull out the horn of jaws and slam it on his desk. We did this.
Good job, I guess.
More than a good job.
I'm sure that you could give us maybe some minor discount. Not a lot, just a bit.
I'm running a business. I have to get some money from this. If you want to, yeah, make your offer, I can think about it. But it's tough times. Also, and I'm sorry to say this, I don't want to sound disrespectful, but if you have done something, and if that something maybe just makes someone run away with the staff. Yeah. So that should, works on against you, not on your favor.
I see then. Well, we were gonna use this to, defend everyone. But I guess we won't be able to do that now.
You can roll persuasion with disadvantage.
Okay.
Lumine's just gonna browse at not really browse, glance a bit more about what other things are here. While Ten's talking to the merchant.
That's a 15.
Mm.
He sighs and goes like, Okay, stop with the pity party. I can give you some minor discount depending on how many things you would like to buy. Would like to buy multiple things, then I can, maybe take a little bit off from those products.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
So, how can I help? Would you like this dagger? What else would you like? And he goes like, oh, maybe I have the right thing to go alongside with this dagger. He goes a little bit back and takes from the shelf this beautiful, like extremely beautiful and well decorated. It is a shield that it has the rim all around it is like. All chiseled with gold, and the front side has been painted with this very intricate design. Is he put it down and goes like, this shield, this is also made by this mysterious magic blacksmith, is something that is surely of high quality and can give you a lot of protection. It would go around well with the dagger, or I don't know if you want to split it. I don't care.
Well, what does everyone think?
Well, I'm not really much of a shield person, but
I could use it, but I think I'm good
Have a
just
shield
sticking
of
with
my
this
own.
one.
the dagger was pretty much what I came here for. So,
If you all want something, and since we're probably gonna still be working together, I could pitch in some gold. If it's a all.
well, do you guys have something here? Asking
Not
Pen and
really.
Fria
Well,
Ask about.
and Oberon.
I guess if there was a bit of armor, maybe that. But
It's something I
Armor,
wanted to
armor,
ask
armor.
about.
Armor. Well, I don't really have armor per se, but I have something that can grant protection, something that can, be helpful in some situation. Would you be interested in something like that?
yes.
He goes back a little bit and takes a small box. From this, he opens, and there is this very strange, very intricate, as an intricate design. It's like multiple lines. Is spiraling. It's more spirals all on top of each other that goes and create this kind of bracelet. You can see has some kind of mechanism, as a little bit of a mechanism to open it and close it, as to put it on someone's arm or leg or something. This
This is
amulet
beautiful.
is said to be something that can strengthen someone's mind. Maybe it can be helpful.
How much
And
is it?
something really precious. This will be 500 gold.
500.
But I guess if you want the dagger and the amulet, I mean, I can give you some kind of discount.
How much are we talking about then?
Maybe we can go with like 620 for both.
Alright. How much gold does everyone have?
Well, enough for the
115.
Effectively 219 if I round up my silver.
I
219.
have 258, 258.
Okay.
sent back 50 to family.
Well, would you be interested in this?
Let me do some quick math.
Math.
I'm definitely interested.
The shopping episode.
It's the shopping episode.
This is the shopping episode indeed.
Can Lu- can
As
Lucian
you're all
specific-
mumbling
yeah.
and thinking about your money, Lucian, since you're outside, you're closer to the door, you can
Yeah.
notice how it's darkening outside. It's getting late, and can also see that there is some ruckus in the city.
What specifically?
Like
people
it seems
walking
like
ar-
something is happening, but it's just something that you barely notice.
You just take a look out the window and see if people are like moving around or.
Yeah, you can see that there is people moving around, and you see like children running here and there. And for some reason, it feels like it's not something negative. It doesn't feel like something bad is happening. It feels more
Lucian.
like...
Yeah, Lucian calls for the group and just says, "I think, just a hunch, but I think our guy might be here."
Oh, the one Fred mentioned?
No.
Maybe so. People are walking around outside. Just might be him.
You reckon we should meet
You
him?
all. Probably best to not keep him waiting if it is him.
Oh, you're not
Yeah.
gonna buy anything?
I'm gonna look at 10 and say like, well, do you plan on purchasing? I could chip in if we're getting both the dagger and that one.
Same here.
If you want to. I
Yeah,
don't
it's-
wanna
It's alright by me.
steal money.
It's alright
What is
by
the-
me.
The cost of them all total is 600. Was it?
620.
Yeah, let me do some
Yeah,
quick
620.
math. As Lucian mentally calculates all of this totally.
Lucian gets it and start counting the single coins
Like-
like an old
Like a
man.
true student.
You know, he piles them up.
Like a
Yes.
true college student.
That doesn't look right. Probably missed a number there. Oh, I forgot that bag. That's why. 265 plus 318 plus 258 plus 1 with 5.
Suddenly,
What's for that divided by 5 is. Yeah, that would be like
Suddenly.
235. Yeah. Probably.
suddenly their doors opens from
Oh.
the shop. And while you're all in the completely focused on this math and coins and this kind of discussion, and you can all realize that it's actually now late outside. It's darkening quite fast. You can see that the person that opened the door is tall human, dressed in a very beautifully beautifully crafted vest that is hiding a little bit of armor, and has this crest of the Griffin of Toira in well display. His with a hand is on the door, and the other is resting a little bit on the on the sword that's dangling from his hip in in the scabbard. Looks at you. You can clearly see that he's oldish, maybe in his 40s, around. maybe. It has a little bit of a beard on his face, and kind of messy but very short black hair. Looking at the situation with very stern and like almost squinting with his eyes, and goes like, "Are you the group that I'm searching for?
As Lucian
You the
straightens
members of the
back and,
commission?"
uh,
To
yes,
say,
yes, sir, and just pulls out his badge.
I just nod.
Mm-hmm.
He goes with his eyes toward the shopkeeper. Goes like, how much do they owe to you for the things that are trying to buy?" He replies then without he gets very, it was cocky up until now, but now he's is kind of trying to make himself a little bit little, and he goes like 620, very like that, and he goes like, let's say that let's just them pay 300. I'll put the rest later. They have been doing something very helpful for the genre, so they should have some kind of compensation. Then he looks back at you and goes like, "Don't worry about that. We'll pay for it. We're going to pay a little bit for that. It's just I mean to compensate you. Anyway, I'll be waiting to the tavern. I have to, well, not really. I'll just jump to the tavern and take a little bit of time to rest, but I'll be going back to the guild hall, so I'll be waiting to the guild hall. You've been acquainted to Frederick already, I guess, right?
Yes,
That is
know
true.
we know the
Totally.
man.
Yes.
Okay, perfectly fine. We're going to talk. Going to have a big long talk because this is situation. Anyway,
Noted,
I'll
sir.
be right back. We'll see you later. And me myself, I'll be right back.
All right then.
Me myself, Kendrick.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, if he just
Oh,
speaking
same,
to
I
the
guess.
party, yeah. Speaking to the party, if he's paying 300, then if we divide the evenly out, that would be like. Oh wait, that would be like 320. Yep.
Yeah.
If we were paying for 320 more, that would be like, and that would be like 64 gold each from all of us if we divided by 5.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
It's not bad.
If everyone wants to pile in 64 each, that would be recover the remaining 320.
That's. Oh,
That
no, wait.
could work.
Wait,
I'm already broke anyway.
no.
Just make me broker.
I
I'm
wonder
alright
whose
with
fault
that.
is that.
I wonder whose fault
Oh,
that
it ain't
is.
my
I
fault.
wonder.
And
It's
I would
certainly
have
not Freya's fault.
I would have 269 if I didn't send 50 back to family. God damn it, you Lucian and you good boy.
I don't even remember what most of Freya's gold is
I'm-
spent on. I know that I gave 80 to Lumine that one time.
Yeah,
You
that one
paid
time you
off
pushed
guards.
me to the ground.
Yeah. What
Okay,
else?
you may hear some dog noises in the background.
Doggo.
Oh, even the dogs are
Yes.
excited to see this guy.
Yeah.
I,
Anyway,
I'm
so
slapping the
64
dog.
gold.
Mm,
Who let the dogs out?
so chunky.
Woof, woof,
Oof.
woof.
I could summon doggos right in the middle of the shop.
I drank too much water.
So,
I-
as
We
as
pitching
this
64 gold.
very okay, so you're paying. Have you this the way you're going to pay?
He's paying 300, right? He said.
He's paying. He's making you pay 300.
We're
So
paying
paying
300.
320.
Okay,
Okay, so
so
we
that
do the
okay
math.
then it's only
60.
60 from us
60.
each. Yeah.
That would be 60.
If everyone just must contribute equally, God bless us. God
Everyone
bless
is going to
communism.
contribute
Oh,
equally.
nice.
God bless
God bless
communism.
Oh, we
communism.
love communism.
That would be 60 from each person.
Yeah, that seems fine for me.
Okay then. Well,
Doggo.
assuming everybody pays 60,
Doggo.
let me do my math. I would be at 157. Just a little
Okay,
bit. Oh, I'm on the
198.
wrong Google
I
account.
have 55 gold.
198
Let's
now.
hope I still have enough for what I wanted to do.
I'm dying.
Probably. Well, what I was gonna do probably wouldn't take too much gold. I doubt he'll
Lucian.
have the other
got
item that I was gonna
198
ask
guess
for,
we'll-
so.
I guess we'll discuss who gets what later because Lucian is eyeing that shield.
Lumine's eyeing the dagger.
Look, if I'm the last to die, I'm the best case scenario for being the last to die in the group.
Listen, if we all die, let's at least keep the cleric alive for our next characters.
I
If
am
you
planning
die,
on
let's
selling my
keep the
rapier,
cleric
so...
alive so they can, resurrect you.
Yeah, that too.
That too.
That too just needs lots of diamonds then.
And if we want to contribute even more
That's-
money, we can finally get the diamond.
Yeah.
That's where our next paycheck's going.
I was planning on selling my
Or your
rapier
next
anyway,
paycheck. I'm
so...
not getting
When we get
Hey.
paid later, I want that diamond. Speaking as the party cleric, I want that
And
diamond
start-
to make sure all of you are good.
We're gonna start doing a levy. You gotta give the cleric 50 of our gold every time.
And
We
get
got-
downtime payment.
we have to make a ledger for that now. I have to make a ledger to list who owes who.
So everyone is paying equally, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Everyone
Yeah.
gets 60
I
gold
guess
out of
I'll
wallets.
sell the rapier another time.
Probably better to do that in a blacksmith.
Okay, so Lumine is going to get the opulent dagger, okay?
Yep.
So, the opulent dagger works as a +1 dagger,
Okay.
so it's a
Nice.
magical dagger that gives you +1 on attack and damage dice.
Don't just
Ooh.
throw it
Ooh.
willy-nilly.
Yeah, I'm gonna just... put
Maybe
that in
something you
here.
don't always throw.
Devi smetterla.
Yeah.
I have the dog that is
That's
trying to
really
get
not gonna
some
work.
food. And Yatsu.
Was the dagger a piercing or
10,
slashing?
You get
Piercing.
Yeah,
I
piercing.
think.
it's piercing. It's piercing, but if you're going to try and slash with it, I'm going to allow it.
Yeah.
Don't bark.
Didn't really make sense.
I say
Oh,
don't
wow.
bark.
Do I add... Do I add the 1 in the magic part of the
Done it
sheet?
opposite.
Yeah, that's where it goes.
Okay, on both?
Yep, attack and damage.
Ooh,
That's
okay.
what +1 weapons do.
It's a shiny yellow now.
+1 doesn't sound like a lot until you
Nice.
finally get that roll where it's 1 below the AC.
Oh.
Yep.
Woohoo.
You're going to
Right.
get the amulet of mental resistance. Sorry, it's mental resilience. Are you going to wear it?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. As you wear it, it
This
feels
mean-
like it's trying to, connect with you. It requires attunement.
I see. Yeah, I'll
So
focus on it.
okay, this is just for the sake. Yes. Okay. So normally attunement will require 1 hour, but I just don't like it. So we will make like that the attunement for connected with an object is going to be extremely fast, but to disconnect with an object is going to take some time. But in this case, as you put it and you allow this connection, you're going to have the amulet of mental resilience that is granting you +2 bonus to any intelligence, wisdom, or charisma saving throw.
Oh wow.
Damn.
Nice.
That's good.
Fuck you,
Does
mind
this mean
players.
I can bombard Ken with cats without consequence now.
Oh wow. I
Find
don't know.
out.
Okay. Is it right to speedrun Lumine selling her rapier? Just time skip.
I mean, we're to meet them at the mission
Oh, you
lobby, I
want
guess.
to sell the rapier?
Yeah, because I feel like it
I
won't be
mean,
of much
I would
use if
argue
I
that
do it.
having a backup weapon is always
it's-
useful,
Yeah, it's still a backup.
but it's up to you.
Yeah.
So
I guess
I
not.
put
Never mind.
a
And
Lumine's belt just has lots of blades now.
yes.
Very skillful to not get poked by her own weapons.
so I put a
Logic.
2 in
And
the
then
miscellaneous.
It should be in Misk.
Okay.
2 in the miscellaneous for the saving throw.
Yeah.
And keep in mind that this is just something that it happens. The moment you put this amulet and you connect with it, you feel a certain someone in your head feeling some kind of disgust.
SMH.
SMH.
Fuck you. That's what you get.
It's kind of
asshole.
pissy.
Estimate my
Yes,
head.
it's SMHing.
SMH my head.
SMH my tentacle.
Shin Megami
Idiot.
Tensei.
So many SMHs here.
So many dogs, oh my god.
Was it SMH Draconic for something?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't
I don't
remember.
remember what it was though.
I don't
Oh, I
remember what
wonder.
it was Draconic for.
Oh, this is,
Oh wait, no, it's not draconic now.
this is dog. Don't bark.
Oh.
Or
Bork.
I say don't bark.
hello, dog.
Bork. Hello.
You want to join Nubioc?
Okay,
Yes.
so
Either.
He said yes.
I have 2 dogs. One is the mother, the other one is the daughter, and the daughter
Oh.
is trying to get noticed by the mother.
Oh no.
Okay, wait a second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
We're gonna
The
fight
dog
safe.
just dog just gave me another idea for an item I want to see if I can get, but it's probably not gonna be here.
Holy
If it is, it's probably gonna be
Wow.
expensive as fuck.
God damn. Oh, I have a +7 to hit
I have
dagger now.
What is
three
going
things
to
I want
be
to
expensive?
ask for now, but I don't have the gold for it.
I have a +7 dagger to hit.
Oh, nice. Freya is gonna wait till everyone leaves, though.
The +2 only on
Yes,
int saves or
since-
other saves too?
I mean, the
Int,
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 wisdom,
charisma,
and
and
charisma.
wisdom.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I thought
All-
so because I don't.
All the mental ones.
Because Discord cut off for me at that moment.
That's a
It's
+9
almost-
on charisma save.
Yep.
God damn.
Too bad get charisma save almost never happen.
But hey, a +7
No,
on wisdom saves, so
Same as me.
Yeah, wisdom are like the most common.
Yep.
Wisdom and Dex.
yeah.
Hey, +7 wisdom gang.
Let's go.
I'm at a 6.
So
So is Fria just
as
waiting?
this happens and you're finally,
For you guys to leave.
you're just bought items, what are you going to do?
Guess we
Uh,
follow his lead and just beat him up. Says he's gonna
I'm
go
gonna
to
wait.
tavern to rest, but we wait for him in the commission lobby.
Was it the commission lobby or the tavern?
Okay.
I heard.
I mean, he said he
both.
was going to rest at the tavern. Then we meet up at the lobby.
He said that he was going to. Yeah, it was going to rest a little bit at the tavern and then meet up at the commission at the guild hall, the commission lobby.
Alright, so I guess we're heading to the commission lobby.
Commission lobbies. Just make a good first impression by being early.
Yeah.
I'll meet you guys there. There's something I wanted to ask for.
don't take too long. And I'm gonna
Oh.
grab the Horn of Jaws again, and I'm gonna make it look like it's heavier than it actually is, and just head out.
Oh, my back hurts from carrying the city.
Oh, such a fucking burden this is on my ass.
I should get a backpack.
Should get a backpack. I guess we're all out now.
Everyone
Well,
except
say-
Fria.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah. Once they leave, Freya's gonna approach the counter, and Meru is also gonna jump on the counter. She's gonna ask, "Oh, do you have anything for familiars, specifically to keep them around?"
Ooh.
I think he's still with the doggo. No, we can't hear you. I love this music. It's so fucking.
It's Zelda music.
Oh, no wonder it sounded
Yeah.
familiar.
Ooh.
I haven't played Zelda for
Part
a
of me
while,
is-
so
probably
it
is
didn't hit
just. It's probably just likely we're never going to get this far.
me. Not
No.
yet.
Not
No.
yet.
Retro and me are just dying in the background. Nice.
Yep. It was that D&D withdrawal.
The withdrawal.
I mean,
Like,
1,500 gold for a +2 in AC.
goddamn.
I mean,
Oh.
shit. If we threw all our money together every time we got paid, you could get that fairly fast.
Give
How
the
much they
cleric
give
20
us.
AC. Give the cleric 20 AC.
You can hear me now,
Sounds
right?
like a
Okay,
there we
there you
go.
go.
Yeah.
yes.
Oh,
we can.
thankful.
We gotta give the cleric AC and a buttload of money.
Give me your money. I am now a
Yeah.
money-hungry priest.
First it was the dog
Rich
stole my
cleric.
money. Now it's the cleric owes us money.
Look,
Or we
all
owe
the
the
best
cleric
spells
money.
on my spell list are pay to win. I need money to cast.
Let's go hunting.
Revivify. Diamond.
Watch us
Most
just watch me and
Revivify
Fria go
costs
hunting.
Money.
300
Cleric.
gold or something.
Yup, it is.
Yeah, it's 300 gold. Watch me and Fria
Yeah.
just go hunting for money.
Hey, that wasn't a bad idea. I wanted Freya to go out and hunt some owl bears.
Oh, not owl bears again.
But I want a baby one.
Just trying to raise
Love
it.
of owl bears to two of my D&D characters. Since Senatus got it and Freya got it. It's not my fault. Owl
I mean,
bears are just
Hilaja and
adorable.
Lumine had my cat lover thing.
Hey, Mingy.
Oh.
Right, let's get that out there.
Yeah, Mingy's just constantly like that.
So, going back to the thing, because I have been talking for like 10 minutes and you didn't hear me.
There we
You
go.
were asking about what are you asking for, Fria? Yeah.
Freya asked for something to keep her familiar around, either permanently or just a bit longer.
You can see the
This is why I said that.
shopkeeper thinking. It goes like keeping familiars for longer. It doesn't. I don't know anything about it. I mean, There's something that can, grant you the ability to summon them more. I mean, are you summoning them through magic?
Yes. Specifically, the same magic I use to change my shape, which makes it a bit more limiting in situations where I need my shape.
Okay, are you some kind of druid or something?
Yes.
Well, I'm afraid I can't really help you. See, I have a couple of trinkets, and I have a couple of magical stuff, but uh, not really anything that is suited for that kind of, magic. If it's magic, for example, take a look at this. It takes a small box and opens it, and then put it on the counter and opens it, and you can see that there is this beautiful round black sphere. This is a pearl of power, for example. This is something that is used to being able to cast and use more magic abilities. But in your case, it wouldn't be working, you know. So I can't really help you with this.
Hmm. That's fine. There's something else I wanted to ask as well.
I'm listening.
Oh. Yeah, Freya's gonna reach in her bag and pull out Jaw's teeth and put those on the counter, and there's 9 of them. And she's gonna say, "Is there any way you could make this into a necklace?"
Necklace?
Yes. Whether enchanted or not. Yeah.
Listen. I want you to understand something that maybe is not it has not been clear. I'm not a magical craftsman. I'm just magic connoisseur. Someone that likes to work with this kind of stuff. I can't really craft you something with this. Also, what is that? And he points at the fact that the tips of the teeth are like kind of poisonish,
Oh,
or like it feels like
that's
they're
just.
like blackened by something.
Yeah, Freya holds up one of the teeth. And that's just some leftover venom from beast we slayed. It's fairly nasty, and I don't recommend you prick yourself with it.
Guess it's something that maybe you can ask some kind of artisan or blacksmith, but I can't really help you with that.
That's fine. Anything else you would recommend, though?
Anything else I would recommend? I mean, is the shield from before, for example?
Eh, I have my own, and it has sentimental value. But my friend would probably like it. Nah, I'll probably just leave. You don't really have anything. We'll probably be back, though. I'm not sure.
Sure.
And Freya leaves.
Okay. So, in the meantime, the rest of the group, you already went to Frederick, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
As you go towards the guild hall, traversing the main street, the main square, sorry, you can see that there's some feeling of celebration. You can see people all around being happy. You can see there is a big carriage, a big wagon, massive horses that has been parked in near the guild hall, and you can see that among the town guards are now talking with other seemingly town guards. They're dressed a little bit differently. Just by looking at them, it's clear that they have a higher ranking or something like that. Leading towards the guild hall, you can see that one of these higher rank guard is talking to Frederick. But as you reach there, the town guard is pretty much finishing the conversation with the man you have been you now know. And said a last couple of things. He goes back and just nods a little bit towards you as he goes away. So you're now in front of the guild hall, and you can see that Frederick is now free again.
Well, looks like you know about them already.
And if you remember correctly, it's Frederick himself that told you about the coming of Derek.
Yep. We met him already. Told us to wait here.
Should be at the tavern by now.
Seems like a good enough guy. He's willing to believe in us.
Well, with what he did back at the shop, I can only assume. Oh, my throat is dying. Ken, if you're speaking, we can't hear you.
No, I'm waiting for you for your choice. You are in front of the guild.
Okay.
We meet up with Fred.
Yep.
You enter and you see Frederick that is kind of static. It is so busy with so many things, but at the same time, you can clearly see that maybe it's a little bit more relieved about the fact that a member of the major order came to town. So you can feel that he's kind of relieved about that. He greets you and tells you that eventually when Derek is going to come back, you're going to meet up in the meeting room that is just on the back side of the main room of the guild hall. There's just one door behind him, and there's a room that is made for meetings and something like that.
Anything
And
we should
he
know
explains,
before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me.
Just anything we should know before we head in and talk to him when he gets here?
Anything that you should know? I don't know really. To be honest, I don't really know what is going to ask you or tell you. As for what I know, the moment yesterday in the night we knew about the staff disappearance, we just send a message, use a magic scroll to actually send a message and made them come as fast as possible. And they actually are already here. It's kind of strange that they are already here. I think they literally, traveled the whole night, and maybe Derek was the closest one. I don't know. I don't really know what he's going to ask you, to be honest. Hopefully he's going to, ask for help or maybe some information. I don't think you are in trouble, at least.
Well, he seemed to like us, at least.
Oh, yeah, well, that's positive, I guess.
Guess we wait for him here.
Oh, if you want, you can already go in the meeting hall and maybe wait for him there.
That sounds like a good option. Turns to the team.
Fine by me.
Yeah. Let's go in then.
Let's see what
As
this whole
you-
thing is about.
You move towards the door that is leading to the meeting room. Fria also arrives at the guild hall and see you, moving.
Mm. I am back. Yeah,
Welcome
I'll
back.
follow him, I guess.
So you're
Meru.
following them?
Yeah, Meru is just chilling on Freya's shoulder. She's just lying there. She has a cat scarf.
Okay, so you all enter this meeting room, and this meeting room is pretty much quite the big room with it's quite the big room with has like a round table with a lot of chairs, is well lit up. You all take a place around the round table, and if you want to talk, if you want to discuss about something, if you want to do anything, feel free, because you're going to wait a little until the man is going to actually come back. So feel free to talk and do whatever, or just tell me if you just want to wait.
So, any idea what we should say? What he could ask us about?
Well,
Stuff
mostly,
we've seen,
No clue.
what
I'm
we've
guessing
seen,
it's
and
gonna
what
be
we've
about
dealt
what
with.
happened yesterday.
I think we might have been the really only active commission members who tried to intervene with the attack, so maybe that, although pretty much know as much as the guards already do. Unless it's related to the other thing we've been dealing with.
That could also be it.
Feels like something bigger than all of us is happening with this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Seems so.
Whatever it is, it has effect on more than just this city. Or someone in the major order to come in.
I forgot. Did I mention the dude I saw in the library? Like, not library, like that one shady dude just sitting in the corner. I forgot.
Yeah, I think we know about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lumine is just gonna sit and stay quiet for a bit.
If it is about him, you'll probably be asked most.
Understandable. Well, I am the one with, where you can say, history.
I hope you're okay with speaking about it.
At this point, I might have to always give answers, since this is probably the main reason why he's here.
Freya's gonna. I didn't think I'd use it for this, but that's. Freya's gonna take out that piece of shit stick with a rope on it, and she's gonna use it to play with Mayor. That's its only use now. It's a fucking cat toy.
The
I mean,
the
it's a
failed
stick
bow.
with a string, so it can be used to make the cat play.
Yeah, that's what it's.
The cat toy.
It's its use now. It's a cat toy.
This is what
Wait,
the
wait.
wilderness has prepared me for.
This is what
All of my
being a
training
druid's
has
all
led up to
about.
this.
Indeed.
This is the peak of my experience.
I must
have
play with my
power
familiar.
over this god they call a cat.
I'm gonna close my eyes and rest my head on my ring.
So you're like leaning on the table, the hand with your head over your hand.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll be questioning how, well, from his own words, how I'm still alive?
Depends if that is connected to why Silas is here in the first place. I personally see it as more of a you thing rather than something involved in this.
Well, it depends really. If Silas didn't know, then maybe he just doesn't care about anyone he sees. He just cares about the thing he steals.
I still need to ask some of the people who were with him, but I guess that could be tomorrow then.
Mm-hmm.
So feel free to talk, but the moment you say, "Okay, we are just gonna wait," I'm just going to speed up time.
Oh.
Right then, and
Oh, wait. Yeah, Freya looks up from Meru for a second and then looks to, I guess, the rest of you, and I don't think you've met her yet. And she points to Meru.
what does she look like?
Meru is a pretty large cat. She's a Maine Coon, so she's pretty big. She
Big
has
boy.
one blue and one green eye, and she's completely white.
Cute.
She is indeed.
I was about to say, nice cat.
Don't think I've seen you carry her around.
Don't say it, Ken. Don't say it.
No. She's technically not alive, so I can just summon her whenever. As of late, though, I've been missing home a bit more, and I've just had.
Oh
more
my
friends.
Laughing at.
Like,
Nothing
so-
yet. Come on.
Yeah,
So she's just waiting for you to be summoned? Or waiting for you to summon
Yes.
her?
I
Do we
mean,
know what familiars are?
she seemingly. I mean,
Lucian's probably been
Like,
around you
Lucian-
before.
oh, yeah.
I don't know about Lumine, but
Generally, they're more. Generally,
Oh my-
they're more of a magical servant in the form of a, well, whatever form the caster decides.
I see.
I've been around a few myself. They're pretty common with the studious type.
Look, so this thing says, I never tried changing her. She was like this when I found her, and I can't.
Well, I'm more used to the arcane type. Not exactly sure how those from a druidic vow stem from.
How long
Maybe
has
I
she...
can How long does she stay around?
Yeah.
Usually. Wait, I have it somewhere. Where is it? Wait, I don't
Should
remember.
be, I think,
Wild
10 minutes.
companion.
2 hours, I think.
2 hours.
10 minutes. I think it's probably. Wait, here it is.
I think it's closer to an hour.
Should
Wild
it be the wild companion
companion.
thing from the druid?
As an action, you can spend a use. When you cast a spell this way, the familiar is a fan of these. The familiar disappears after a number of hours equal to your druid level. So
Yeah.
5 hours.
Hey, cat.
As
Well,
long?
as of late, she's been staying around a lot longer than she used to. I think the longest I've seen her stay is about 5 hours.
That's
But
pretty long.
about the summoning thing, seemingly can summon herself now. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Well, I don't not have much experience with animals, so
So surprisingly free-spirited from what I heard most familiars are. I've
You
seen
mind
she's
if
also
I...
taking a really strong liking to Ten.
Sadly, yes.
You mind if
Does
I
Lumine
try
want
and pet her?
cat?
Go ahead.
Yeah, and then Lumine's gonna slowly reach her hand towards Meru. Just to be sure
You pat
not to
her.
scare the
You
cat.
you have no problem with patting her. You know.
Meru
Uh,
leans in.
Just a pat
The
pat.
softest fucking
The
thing
way
you've ever
she's
felt.
looking at you, the way Meru is looking at you, is the same as Cat looking at something that she doesn't understand if it's food or not.
Don't tell me if it's the feathers.
Of course it is.
Lumine's just gonna keep
Yeah.
She smells
petting
Meru
the
is
cat.
one.
Fluffy cat.
Meru is one
You
of the
pat her,
softest
you pat
fucking
her,
things.
and she's like putting her face against your hand, and sniffing you. And at some point, it just opens their mouth and just please start nibbling to just try and understand what's going on. It's not painful. It's just nibbling.
Meru,
It's just she's
Yeah,
trying to understand. Listen.
curious one.
Yes, she is. And she's rather strange, but I love that about her.
You must like keeping her around more often then.
Plan to.
While we're here, Lucian turns to Oberon this time. What exactly was it you saw
Hmm.
in the
Well,
church? It's already not the first time I've heard you say something about seeing.
at this point, I'm not so sure myself. My mother used to say these were the easiest way to explain it is souls of living beings.
I see.
There were a lot in the church, but I don't even know why they were there.
Connections to the ground?
You can see something like that even now. Brun. You can see that house, like you can see that Lumine is petting the cat, and Fria is talking with Lumine. You can see Yatsu resting on the ring, or like kind of dozing off on the table. And you and Lucian are talking, but as you're talking and explaining this thing, you once again notice that it feels like there is some kind of light, somewhat embracing 10. Especially, and you clearly see it now that she's resting on the ring.
Yeah, I approach Lucian and say, uh, especially here between us, then has something like that as well, all around her. That's why I asked her if she was related to the dead the first time we met.
That's what it was. I see.
Yeah, there is really something intriguing about her.
Communing with the dead is something I feel like I can train myself to be more attuned with, given time. Maybe when I get closer with what I can do, I can figure out something more.
Oh, yeah, I hope you can. And then he kind of reaches for, what was her name? The cat?
Meru.
Yeah.
Boom. Ah, you're not gonna fucking me. Hurry up. Yeah, shit wants. It's Meru. I sent it in the chat, but it's being slow.
Yeah. Did you know that there is a rumor that Dragonborn eat cats?
Hmm?
Well, I've never really had
Mm.
an intention of eating any cats, at least not yet.
Not yet.
You see, even if Meru isn't technically like alive, you see Freya just squint at you, like giving you the "you better not fucking try" look.
The next time, Fria, the next time you're going to wild shape in a cat, be aware of the dragon is going to eat your ass.
Beware of the Dragonborn.
Don't worry if I ever find myself in the need of eating a cat. I won't eat your cat. Or you, for that matter, I guess.
That's a strange way of putting it.
Ugh.
She just says as she keeps petting Meru.
In Elven, she says, "You are a strange one, but you're nice."
Lucian actually understands that.
I actually can
I
also.
don't know. I don't think Oberon speaks Elven.
Nah, I don't.
The only language Lumine has on her sheet is Elvish.
Oh,
Elvish is like the most common second language taken by characters, that's from what I've noticed.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is.
so everyone, I'm assuming everyone.
Yeah,
in the
because
room-
everyone is speaking Elvish, so
I mean, elves probably a pretty common race, so it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone but Oberon can understand that. Whether you want to tell him what it means or not is up to you. And then
Lumine
she
just
goes back and she
has a
just
bit of a more
watching
softer expression
Meru
as she
Lumine.
pets Meru. Oh, look at that! Look at that one gold die shining like it owns the place.
Oh.
And I guess that's everything Lucian wants to talk about here.
Yeah, for now, Lumine's just petting with
nice.
a bit more of a softer expression than
The
usual.
weight of the gold dice actually made it more stable.
Damn. The light reflection, though.
Freya doesn't really have much.
It's so true, man.
Freya wants to...
Anyway, at this point, some time passes. You're all talking and chatting, and sharing some information and questions. At one point, you hear some rumors, some ruckus in the other room, in the main room of the guild hall. Then the door opens. See that the men that you saw before, accompanied by two guards and another guard that is completely differently dressed. It is dressed with some kind of robe. It seems more like a custodian or some kind of cleric or something like that, at least. before people enter, and, the the one that you talked before nods at you, sees, smiles as he sees that you're all already there. Smiles gently and goes like, "Well, I see that you're already here. That's good. So you surely know that I am Derek Redbury. I know that from Frederick told you already something about me. I guess we can start talking." As he said this, he moves towards around the table to put himself to get a chair to get a sit. The two guards stand in the corners, and you can see that one is a human man, and the other one is a female elf. And the cleric that is clearly seems like is clearly female, but you can't really tell what kind of race is it. Until she, gets off, she has some kind of hood. She gets rid of the hood, and you can recognize a Veirling.
Oh.
And
Ooh.
she sits. She doesn't sit. She stands next to Redbury, to Derek, and Derek explains that we are going to have an important talk. Okay. So I need you all to understand that this is going to be something very important. I need maximum transparency and cooperation. As he said that, you can see that the guards are shifting a little bit so that they're like making sure that if someone wants to exit, they're going to be there to stop it. They're going to guard the entrance door. Derek nods faintly at the Veirling next to him, and she starts pronouncing an incantation. I want everyone to roll a charisma saving throw.
I feel like I
As
recognize
they-
this.
Hey, let's go.
10.
I recognize this, I think.
Fuck
Yeah.
on.
I keep typing on the wrong
Oh,
keyboard.
hey.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Okay. So, Lumine, Lumine, and Ten, you are succeeding. Everyone else is under the effect of Zone of Truth. You cannot lie.
Yeah.
Felt that.
Damn, this is. Excuse me as I die in the background.
I have used that too.
So, again, I'm sorry that we are being kind of harsh with this, but we have to understand properly the situation because many things are happening in the country, and many things are happening in the cities, and we have to understand more about this. First thing first, I would like to thank you because I've heard that you sent a liver to the capital.
That was indeed
Despite it
something.
being something that possibly disgusting, it was surely helpful for the studies of our arcanists and scientists. But anyway, I want to start by asking you a question first. And your maximum cooperation again. Not that you really have a choice. Name Catherine rings a bell.
Wait, let me check notes. Does it? Does it? Does it? Let me check. I think. Oh, Discord's back. I
Catherine.
don't think Lucian has heard it. Might be Violet making the mistake, but I don't think Lucian's heard it.
Yeah, same here. I don't think so.
No, no.
No? Wait. No, I do not know.
Let me check in my notes. See here.
Okay, so oh no, right?
I don't think Lucian knows.
You answered that you don't know.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think Lumine knows either.
We don't know.
Okay then. Does the name Catalyst ring a bell?
I've heard what it is.
If you mean the so-called
Organization.
organization, yes.
Yes, exactly. Now, sorry, but I have to ask: are you a part of the Catalyst?
No.
No.
No. Nope.
Is everyone saying no, or someone is staying silent?
Retro's typing.
Been long enough to join whatever that is.
See that Derek is like checking on the on his on the Veirling Cleric, and the Veirling Cleric nods a little bit, and he goes like, okay, well, I'm aware of a couple of things that are happening inside the cities. Aware of this group that seemingly, as we recently started to investigate, have been working and plotting to steal these various magical items. Like, for example, the stuff that was stolen here. Now, have you ever met them prior to the events of Samria?
Not me. Or at least I think. It's been a month.
The what?
Yeah, not you. Don't worry.
Not me.
Hold on.
At least no actual
Your
members.
Discord cut off for me again. Discord.
Derek is asking if you had any past events that in if you ever met the catalyst prior to the events of the night before.
Not that I know of.
The Catalyst group? No.
Would you care to explain? Is looking at you, Lumine.
Well,
It's like you specified something.
well, if you're asking about the organization, I haven't met them, but the person who stole the stuff, I know of for quite a while. But I don't consider him a friend anymore.
You acquaintance to Silas Price. Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Yep.
Interesting. You see, Silas, as many other famous scoundrels, you could say, in this very reign, been joining and working with this organization that is hoarding these magical artifacts for some reason. We still are trying to understand. We are is sure that it's strange that they are working here because, uh, as you can see, you know, uh, Toira is not a place where many of these things belong. You know, many of these artifacts are. For example, if you think about it, Lorcrag on the eastern coast of Nubioc, far more of this kind of trinkets. That's why we have been thinking that this organization may be something that is meant to weaken Toira itself. Since Toira is at war. Now, I would like to ask you, what's your thought about and behind Catalyst itself?
Is he asking Lumine or everyone? Is he like asking the group in general?
In general.
Okay.
I
Right.
haven't known. Yeah.
Before I can say anything, I just squeak a little because of the thing Fria did.
Amaru. Well, depending
Like
on
goes like,
Silas's.
Sorry.
but then focus back on the conversation.
Well, depending on what Silas did, I guess they're pretty much hoarding magical items for something more powerful.
Personally, as someone who doesn't really know that much about the Mia time, don't generally agree with their practices, especially as scholar myself.
Hmm. You see, you can see that he's leaning a little bit towards the table, and his expression that was very stern gets a little bit more vaguely melancholic. See, this war is not, faring well. These magical artifacts, these relics scattered throughout the world's reign, are symbols for the cities. Tamria without the staff is a weaker place. You know why?
It's a symbol.
Yeah, it's a symbol. But a symbol of what? The problem is not the fact that the staff is not here anymore. But I think that you can already understand that now people are going to, trust less defenses handed from the kingdom itself. I think you already notice how the people are looking at you, members of the commission.
We've seen.
Point is that, yeah, and the point is that the members of the commission are the replacement for the town guards and the law enforcer inside the cities. Simply because our manpower is all on the border, trying to defend from the onslaught of the war that is raging. We don't have manpower. We don't have enough people. And if we start having revolts inside the kingdom, this is going to become a civil war. We don't want a civil war. I think no one wants that. Oh. I have to ask a very simple yet important question. Is any of you working or acquainted or in any way related to the kingdom of Lugnar?
Not me.
Me
No.
neither.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Okay. He checks again on at the cleric and then goes back with your eyes at you. Then there is another problem. A problem that, for what I know, for what I understood, you know particularly well. Creatures, monsters have been seen. This is not just the one report. Many villages on the coast, or like more on the northern borders, even on the mountainsides, have been attacked by these strange darkish creatures. Now I'm asking, what are they? You have fought with them before, or anything about them?
The thing we immediately found out is that despite what they might look and act like, they don't seem to be conjured from somewhere else. They are strangely natural in an eerie way. Amalgamation of what looks like creatures of other races and some animals. It's a lot to work around. They they aren't magical. They aren't they are somehow native to this plane. From what we can tell, they the first one, at least from what the first one we fought back in what was the town
Bordeaux.
again? Bordeaux, yeah, Bordeaux,
Bodo, I think.
seemed to have appeared out of nowhere. Although there was no trace of magic that we found.
Okay. So now there's a very stupid and simple question that I have to ask you, and I want to hear your opinion about this. Do you think the catalyst and these monsters are related in any way?
I
They might be, but
I have no evidence so far that can support
yeah,
that.
I I don't believe so. It doesn't seem like they're like things I would do.
The most we've concluded is that maybe they're using these items of magical power as battery, but that's just a hunch, no real evidence that we could show or tell.
Doesn't seem like they would connect either.
You can see he leans back to the chair and like stretches a little bit. Goes like, seems like we have same idea on this matter. For some reason, it feels like something completely unrelated, and that's disturbing to say the least. Two things, two problems to take care of at the same time. Both mysterious, and we don't know why they are holding this kind of magical items and artifacts and relics, and we don't know where these creatures came from. We cannot, absolutely cannot, for granted that they are unrelated. It would be very much simpler to think they are linked in some way. This is too strange of a coincidence. If it's just a coincidence, this means that we have to find two solutions for two different problems. That's even worse. So, do you know anything about Neost.
What did he say?
Neost.
Nails. Uh,
Hmm.
First time I've heard of it,
Nails
I think.
in here.
I've never heard of it either.
Yes.
Yeah, never heard of it.
Oberon, you know the name. It's
I do.
the lesser god patron of Nubioc. One that is said to live in the floating island on top of Lorcrag. It's very easy, is a common thing for people from Nubioc to know. See, size again. We have two different problems. And we have a god that is not moving a finger for either of them. As Neost should be the protector. Nubioc. Protection from evil forces. But now you say that these creatures are not from a different dimension, it would mean that you would probably feel justified not to move a finger. That's strange again. They would not do that. Many things are happening at the same time, and too many solutions are yet to be discovered. So I will need your help, members of the commissions. Of course, we are going to compensate dearly if you manage to help us in these problems. But at this point, I don't think is a question anymore. And of course, I don't want to order anything to anyone. Not you. You are free doing whatever you want. You're free to step down from this mission. But at this point, we are managing the integrity of the reign itself. We're handling problems that can break into something that is going to affect the whole kingdom. The war that is facing with the reign of Lugnor, with the Lugnor Empire. Oh, I'm asking you. Would you be willing to help me to at least handle one of these problems?
Of course.
Wouldn't be
We've-
opposed to it.
We've become so involved in all of this. We have to.
Well, I for one am not letting him
Objections?
Silas go again. So of course.
Might as well something I can dig my mind into.
He looks at both Oberon and Fria and awaits an answer.
I am not objected.
This whole case is interesting, to say the least. I have to see it till the very end.
Okay then. Gods that are not doing anything, and monsters that are appearing everywhere. The problem for now, at least in our eyes, is to try and stop and learn more, and eventually stop, the catalyst. The name I told you before, Catherine, is something that we heard about some kind of member. The catalyst. We don't know if it's an executive or maybe some kind of chieftain, or maybe it's just small person inside the group. Trying to learn more about these things, but priority is to defend the towns, or protecting this kind of relics and items. As I told you before in Toyrod, we don't have many. Most of our magical relics and magical items, they're all, in a way or another, goes back in a long time, are safely protected in the capital, Torandal. The thing is that the capital is something that is pretty much impenetrable. While the rest of the kingdom is facing a shortage of manpower. There are 3 villages, 3 towns on the mid-east part of Toira. The town of Brugran, the town of Aimeria, and the town of Veirling. Each of these streets of 3 towns have 3 different artifacts. Write down the names.
Lucian brings out his notebook and physically writes this down.
The 3 towns. Brugran, we have an artifact, a weapon, magical weapon that is called the Knife of Valor. A weapon that belonged to an ancient hero that is said to have fought in the succession, so going a lot of time ago. In Imeria, we have one cloak that is said to be of one of the defeated gods, the Veil of Ser. Then in the official is the gift one of the followers of Neost a lot of time ago gave to the town after this said follower of Neost protected the city. The stone forged tower, a magical shield, crafted by the hands of the lesser god himself. We are going to Brugran. Me and some other people, some of the other oh my gods, because Brugran is on the north side, it's close to the border with Lugnar. We're going to defend the city from the attacks of the opposing realm, and in the meantime, we're going to defend the temple itself. There's Amirian and Veirling to defend both of them, or another. I would ask your cooperation to help us defend some, all, of just one of these cities. In the map, just for your notice, I had the map with them tracked, written down, but it's on the older computer. So, like, you're now around here, okay, on top of the O, something like that. Maybe like here, around here. Brugran is literally is very close to the border. Then there is Veirling is here, or close to Lorcrag. like on this side, and Veirling is more on the downside. They're all, this is all a play. This is all plains pretty much. So it's the landscape itself starts shaping around this town. I'm asking you cooperation. Be willing to help us protect one or more of these cities.
Alright. Which do you recommend us to take?
I told you, we're already going to Brookrun to defend it. Me and my men and women, and the army itself. So I would say that if I may suggest something, I would not suggest Brookrun since we're already going there. I mean manpower in
Personally,
places where we don't have manpower. So that is your choice of either Veirling or Emeria.
personally, I would be voting for Imeria.
If you don't mind me
I'll go
asking,
and
what about
go.
the situation here with Silas?
Well, the thing is that we already have lots of people searching for some kind of hideout, some kind of, you know, they are a group, okay? They are some kind of organization, so they have to be searching for that. And in the meantime, we're also searching for Silas. Some of my reports have told me that they already have seen some of his traces back then, some time ago. But of course, he disappeared, so we couldn't catch him. We are working on it. The situation here in Samria is pretty much lost. We cannot lose much more here. So I'm going to keep a reinforcement of guards as more of a political thing than anything else. We need someone to keep the people of Samria safe and make them feel like we are working on retrieval of their artifacts. The thing is that catalyst-wise, there shouldn't be interest anymore in Samria itself. At least that's our opinion. Feel free to ask me any question and to ask anything that can help you. We are just willing to, work together.
Well, what's the land like in those two towns?
What's the land like? Amiri and Vivlon are somewhat of both plain-ish to hilly towns. Brookrun is more on the hilly rocky side because it's near the mountain range. For Emeria and Vivlin, the situation is pretty much the same as and it gets a little bit hilly going towards Lower Crag. Emeria is more on the hilly on the hilly side since it's is closer to Lower Crag. But Vivlin as well is pretty much a plain town with a river in it. It goes towards the is a little bit on the southern part, but
I see.
situation
Okay.
is pretty much that. I can't really tell anymore because some of this city I never seen them myself. I've lived in the capital for most of my life.
Well, Yeah, like I said, I would be voting for Emeria, mainly because I'm very interested in the defeated gods.
I saw.
Speaking of these items, what what significance do they pose to these cities similar to staff to this?
As I told you before, it's pretty much like their token, their pride. Is like giving someone a trophy. If they lose that trophy, they're going to lose morale. They're going to feel less important, feel less protected, feel like the people that should protect them are not working properly, and that is going to, lead to revolts. That's pretty much the situation. The artifacts have some magical power, some strong magical power. I'm not saying that they have not. But the most important thing to keep in mind is not much about the magical power, but more of the political power of said items.
And as someone not native of Nubioc, may I ask what Neos what their purpose is, and other than what was already said, what kind of god are they?
Neost is see. Tell me, where are you from?
I am native of Curlis.
Oh. Interesting, interesting. See, your after the succession, the defeated god, among those that were not banished away or killed, became the lesser gods, and they created this, you know, uh, things that shifted and changed. Lesser god became either wanderers on the of Regalia or protectors of Regalia, or maybe just they were outside the the reigns, or maybe central parts of the reign. For example, of your own lesser god. Curlis, lesser god of Curlis is, the headmaster. What was that?
Of the academy. I'm familiar.
Yeah. Our lesser god is Neos. He lives on this floating island of Lorcrag, above the sea next to Lorcrag. Um, we don't know much about him. He He helps when creatures of other dimension try. He helps and destroys and eradicates otherworldly evil. Besides that, said to be the god of dust and earth and air, forging with stone and always training uh, his own army to wait for the next succession. That's at least the details that came from that floating island. We don't know much about him. Would be for the best if we could just go there and ask him for help. And don't get me wrong, we already sent someone there, but doubt they were successful.
Well, if the party was to ask me, Lucian points his fingers to the map closer to the one where Vivlon is. My interest lies closer to this one, although I don't mind. I don't mind protecting Nymeria either.
You can always split.
I think it's better if we all work together, as we've come to rely on each other can do.
Definitely, splitting wouldn't be a good option.
Not with us.
Yep.
Guess we have one and one vote. Rest of the
Well,
party.
I'm okay with wherever.
Fuck, if only I prepared that one spell that could help with this. Augury, I could have done you.
Yeah.
I could literally ask God if the decision will be good or bad.
Oh yeah.
I did not prepare you.
I mean, I could ask someone, but I don't know if his opinion would be good.
Just Lucian chooses not to comment about it, knowing what people were with. Just specific, I guess, Lucian looks around the room to look at Oberon and being native this place. What do you think?
Defeated god, or one that is still alive. Hmm. He kinda hovers his finger above the map for a bit. Hmm. I think it's better to go here. And he points to Aymeria.
2-1.
What about Freya?
Fria.
I, mm, not really sure. I'm willing to go wherever you go. But
If you
Miriam
want some time to
also might
think
be a good
about it,
option.
discuss about it with more ease, feel free to do so.
How are we to get back to all of you?
We're going to stay in Samria for a little bit more. I'm planning to, start our journey again in the midday tomorrow. Maybe in the early morning, in the late morning or something. So you can give us your choice at that point. So because it's as simple as that. The moment you tell us that you're going to a certain city, that means I'm going to ask the town focus their manpower on the other one, because as I told you, we need to protect everything. You'll see us around the guild hall for sure tomorrow. So I would ask you to give me your answer before we are going to start again and journey towards Brugren.
I think that as if we're dealing with divinity, I may be able to consult mine by the next dawn. If it helps in letting us decide.
Reason and the means that you're going to use for defending the city or choosing the city, it interests me not. I just want Toira not to fall into chaos. Simple as that.
Noted.
Understandable. We'll give you our decision then.
Tomorrow.
Good. Now, with that being said, I've been traveling a lot, so I think I'm going to have some rest. And you should too. You clearly look somewhat tired. We'll discuss again in tomorrow morning. So please think carefully of your choice.
Lucian just nods.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
With he makes emotion the guards to make sure that you can access the door without them blocking it in any way. And then he goes like, feel free to go and rest now. And thank you for listening.
Thank you as well.
Yeah.
And before they actually walk out, can Lucian just take a glance as to any symbol presented by their cleric? They can at least just notice it without really peering into it. If just they can notice any regalia of her deity.
You can see that she's wearing this tunic with the crest of Toira, and in one hand she has this pendant, is using as some kind of holy symbol. Pendant itself as it's an engraving. It's a detail you can squint to try and look at it. It would require a perception.
Right then.
You can clearly see that on this amulet there is an intricate symbol. It's like some kind of circle is surrounded by 9 pillars, and each pillar is different, a little bit different in the very small details. It's something that you can recognize as the symbol of the 9.
It just looks more like a general holy symbol of the 9.
Is the only symbol of the 9, you could say, yeah.
Alright then, I guess that's enough that's enough. Guess we first of all head out to see Frederick if he's waiting for us.
As you exit the room, you find yourself again in the front guild hall, where Frederick is like, "Oh, did it went well? Is everything okay?"
Glenn,
I seem so.
smooth. They wanted our help. Asked us questions.
I see. Well, everything is going to be fine.
That's what we hope.
Well, we make our decision and forward that to them tomorrow, I guess. Seems we're still staying here for a bit.
Frederick's listened to you a little bit and nods, but you can see that he has piles of work on his desk, so he's listening to you as much as he's looking at his work to do. And
I'll leave you to your work. There we go.
It's working now.
Nice. Piece of shit.
Stuff problems.
Anything you want to say, Fria?
Not really.
Yes. What time is it right now? Is it
To
like
exit.
evening?
At this point, I could say it's more like 8 to 9 p.m.
Yes, one of the things we
Getting
did
dark
set out to
outside.
do, yeah. One of the things that we did set out to do last session, try to talk to the corpses of the people who were slain,
Mm-hmm.
if that's still available. We were given directions to where they are.
Yeah.
Can
You
we
can
do that?
always go and check.
Yeah.
I guess that's following
Let's
what
do that.
Frederick's directions were, and I guess if the party wants to follow, Lucian wants to personally try to ask the 5 questions he can attempt. To one of the
Anyone
corpses, at
else?
least. Or
Just
technically, you can
follow.
cast. So if we're just going to be resting, might as well just get this done.
Yeah, let's go.
Yep.
I guess following the party following behind Lucian wants to interrogate the 2 corpses. At least however many there are.
Mm-hmm. So you take some time and you go on the lower district of Samria, and reach the place where the corpses are. There are many, and some are not definitely not in the best condition. Like they have been kind of killed in a gruesome way by your own hands. So it's your fault. But you see many corpses around that, and you can see them, and there are a couple of people that are working with not much the dead, but more like some kind of doctors for the camp hospital of Samria. And as you showed, you just need to show the badge to enter. You're now in the room where all the corpses are.
Well, this is a sight, but Lucian asks around for where the ones. I guess we already saw some of them, but specifically, yeah, the ones that were with us during the attack.
You can clearly see them.
I guess. First of all, he'll ask for. Do you mind if I borrow a couple of them for less than half an hour? I want to try speaking to them on behalf of the badge.
They're like quite estranged by your question. They are not going to question too much, and they are going to just nod.
I only need 2.
Yeah. Take them, but be sure to take them back, and don't do anything weird with them, please.
We're just going to talk.
We promise not to
Yeah.
consume them.
Okay.
I guess if we can grab. Okay, if we can grab 2 of them, and I guess. Well, we'll start by casting Speak with Dead on one of them.
Oh,
Nice.
As Lucian taps into a power he has not felt before and channels a bit of necromancy because for some reason clerics get a lot of necromancy spells. For some reason, but alright.
Where there's snipers
I
there.
mean, even resurrection spells, so like are necromancy.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, but clerics also get stuff like Insect Plague,
harm.
Stow Curse,
Yes.
Animate Dead. Yeah, totally the best holy priest. But alright, yeah, let's try speaking with Dead on one of them and thank 1 month back in time me for actually writing down 5 tasks.
Sometimes you
So
can't
you're
think of enough.
resurrecting
Nice.
1 or 2 of them.
I well, one of them for now, but I'll basically just yeah, basically be asking the same set of questions to two of them.
Okay.
As first of
Take
all,
one of the corpses. Is clearly a human, as a man, is maybe in his mid 30s, strong build. He's been killed with some kind of uh, wound to the chest, maybe some, you know, rapier sting, something like that, and cast a spell, and the corpse mm, slowly start opens its very sinister and lifeless eyes. He's listening to you.
I guess, well,
Yeah.
first
You can
question.
see that Ten is extremely uncomfortable.
Lumine shifts
Oh.
uncomfortably at this.
It's not something I never thought I'd get to use, but well, first question I asked the corpse: where is the staff of Sombria?
I don't know.
Second question: what? Why did you all take the staff?
For the catalyst.
Third question: why work with Silas Bryce?
For the catalyst.
How long has this been planned for?
I don't know perfectly. It's been a lot of time.
And why the staff specifically?
It's an order.
Order. Looks to the party to see if they're satisfied with that. And well, that's 5. Lucian, I guess,
Well,
puts
I
his
guess
hand
that's all we
forward
get.
to put it back to rest. Thank you. May you rest well. And well, let's actually, with those set of answers, let's actually do a separate set of questions that I'm just gonna try asking now. All right, since I have 2 level 3 spell slots, might as well spend the second.
Huh. I can do something similar to that, but with plants. But I wouldn't know where to do that.
Okay, talking to a second corpse.
Okay.
First question.
This one is an elf elf, also male, very well built. That the moment he opens his eyes thanks to your magic, you can clearly see that in his lifeless face there is traces of evident fear. Looking, those that killed him.
You may go back to rest. I just need to ask. First question. What is the catalyst to you?
It's the goal.
Second question. What is your goal?
No. It's for something new.
Okay, let's do the third question. What is this something new?
Succession.
Oh, well, that's a...
Oh, wow.
Well, we got that drop. Lucian's eyes widen for a bit, looking to the party, confirming they also hear that.
What did you hear
Hmm.
again? Just to confirm my ears.
Ooh.
Yep. It's he's he said it's well, the catalyst is the goal for something new. That something new being the succession.
Okay.
Oh.
Why a succession? Fourth question.
Once. Oh. Catherine. Catherine.
Oh, Katrin, look once again. Come
Yep.
back to the party. You're all hearing
Mm-hmm.
this.
Yep.
Okay then. Let's.
Yeah.
Lucian thinks it over for a bit, thinking if it's worth it. Feeling the powers start to wane. Ah, fine. Who is Katrin?
Oh boy.
Close
She
his
nods.
eyes.
Well, I'll be damned. Hmm. As he closes his eyes, and Lucian feels the magic start to fade away and the soul start to be let back. He just does the thing people do with corpses and close their eyes and just make sure they put to rest with his holy symbol in one hand and laying down his another. He just kneels on the floor, just much a small prayer to guide them back into the afterlife. And well, I think we got more insight on what they're doing this for.
We
Maybe
did.
I think they might like to know. Ah, just well,
This
that's a
definitely
something.
changes things.
Succession. Another one. And okay, just don't mind me going back over what lore I wrote down for the staff specifically. Was something used in okay, just getting this correct. The staff was used in defending Samaria against what was specifically? Let me see if I this down somewhere. Was it during the succession or just one of the conflicts of the city?
It was a
Go back.
conflict. We don't know which conflict.
Well, that's another thing to ask. Artifacts may be targeted. This staff was one start. Other ones being related to some form of deity. Succession. Yeah, Lucian's gonna spend a bit more hours of the night just pulling some things together. I think we got what we came here for. True.
Should we head should we head back then?
I think we should. That took a lot out of me. And by a lot, I mean 2 level 3 slots. Let's. Yep.
Oh,
This laugh.
spooky laugh.
You see, you can hear this laugh inside your head, Yatsu. 10.
Oh.
Well,
What is it?
hmm? Something?
Well, I just wonder why.
What?
you cut off for me?
He is asked, why what?
Why would they want another succession?
Why would you want to no. Kill the
Well,
king?
Hmm.
Why would the people revolt? What's the meaning behind it? It's the same thing, isn't it?
I just shake my head. Well, we should go.
Should. Yes. Got
Lumine
me to think
nods.
about it a lot.
Hmm.
I'd rather go back to time. Oh, room to floor over this.
You're going back to the tavern?
Yep. That's just
On the way, Lumine's gonna trail a bit behind and try and not to get herself noticed by them as she like remember the place she stormed off after the church incident? She's gonna try and go there.
Yeah.
Since
You
it
can roll me a
seemed to be the
stealth
myth-
check.
the less
Try
the
and
more
see
quiet one.
if they don't see you.
Freya is gonna sneeze and accidentally wild shape into a dire wolf.
Oh no. Stealth, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, she's gonna check.
I just wanted an
Maybe
excuse to use my
startled.
last one slot. Wild shape slot.
Yeah, I
Or
guess that's
sneaky.
above everyone's passive perception.
it.
Wait, is it?
Actually, it is.
Yeah, mine's 17. Just the one above.
I don't actually have proficiency in that, surprisingly. Damn you, my boy,
So,
choosing intelligence.
Snow, Lumine silently takes another way, walks towards her hideout. And you're also distracted by the fact that Fria, at some point just sneezes and becomes a wolf.
A big ass wolf.
Very random.
Very randomly.
This is just... Yeah, she looks just as confused.
Wait, what? This is
Well,
not. This
so
is
yeah,
supposed to happen.
I guess we're doing this
Oberon,
again now.
Oberon, Ten, and Lucian, you're just walking. At some point, you see Fria just becoming a wolf.
Woof woof.
Whoa.
As soon as she turns into a wolf, I'm gonna start casting Speak with Animals.
Oh my
Okay, you can you cast Speak with Animals. You can now talk with her.
What are you doing?
It was an accident. I didn't mean to. I sneezed and this happened. And I... She's actually whining as the wolf as well, by the way.
Aww.
Aww.
Does your back itch again?
Does your back
She's
itch
so
again?
powerful.
Imagine if she malfunctions and becomes a small puppy instead.
Aww.
Oh, you're giving me ideas, Snow. You're giving me ideas.
You know, if you watch the Lumine webtoon,
You-
you
you
know what I
pat the-
mean.
Big logo.
Yeah, Freya leans into Ten's pat.
Big dog.
Yeah.
Big old fucking puppy. Rip your throat out
For
with ease.
context of thinking about the direwolf's height, Ten's head might not even reach the back of Freya. Because the direwolf is big.
Fucking the
The direwolf is
huge.
very big.
Listen,
Let me
I don't
actually
know
Google
how
a
that
height
works,
chart.
but we're not entering the tavern with a big freaking wolf.
No, no. Oh,
Uh,
yeah. Flashbacks to the bear incident. Yeah, we're not doing
How
that again.
long do I?
Oh wait,
Okay,
actually no, it actually isn't that.
wait, I have 2
turn
hours
back,
of
you know.
wild shape. Okay. Um, Freya says to well, I'll just stay outside then.
9 feet long. Yeah, sounds about right.
Holy fuck!
Yep, very
I
long.
mean, they are large size on the map, which is 10
Actually,
foot.
Sif,
Yeah, they're the size of a
10 foot
horse.
square.
Yes,
Oh,
They're the size
you
of a
can
horse.
ride that instead of a
Yeah.
horse.
As someone who's actually seen a horse IRL, they are
Yeah, same. I've seen a
Yeah.
horse. They are tall as fuck.
actually,
some big ass
horses
animals.
look like they should be smaller, but when you see one IRL, Jesus.
actually,
You know, I don't
Oberon
want to go near
size.
it because I might get kicked to hell. That's one fear I have with horses.
Oberon
Getting kicked by
size,
horses.
kinda widen.
You're gonna get kicked
He
to
grabs
oblivion.
his great axe, and kinda says, "You think you can hold this now?"
I I guess.
All right. Oberon
You're
gives
giving
his great axe.
giving him the great axe in the mouth.
Yep.
Oh, here it is.
Bargain bin Sif. I had to do it.
I was thinking about it too.
I had to do it.
Oh, Sith. That.
Walmart brand Sif.
Yeah, that one.
You know, I was just thinking about using. I was just thinking about using fairy fire to make rave.
Oh my god, the GIF. I don't know if this is D&D accurate, but here.
In dire wolves. Probably a bit bigger than D&D wolf, I guess.
I don't
guess
think it's completely accurate, but
Yeah,
I-
I can
closer to the-
assume it's just horse size.
closer to the middle one, I guess.
Yeah.
yeah, in the first one that you send with the it's probably more accurate. The direwolf are very big doggos.
Whoa,
Yeah.
big old.
You at this point you reach the tavern and you're just outside of it because there's a wolf. And yes, Freya, you're not competent with it. But you have a great axe in your mouth.
Sith.
I look like fucking Sif from Dark Souls.
That's exactly what they mean.
Mhm.
This.
Meanwhile.
That totally needs to
Headbang.
be an emote.
Yeah. I'm going to be.
Which one?
I'll be with
Sith?
you soon.
Just crop out the left just crop out it to the left, make it a square, and that's an emote right there.
Yes. Someone do it.
I don't know how to upload gifs as emotes.
mean-
Makes mental note. Buy a great sword later.
To buy a great.
Buy a great
Just
sword
buy-
later.
Wait, if I actually were to attack someone with this, could I actually do damage?
Probably, but you probably won't be proficient in it.
Yeah, probably.
Break your
Maybe.
neck.
Proficient, but
What am
you
I?
can.
I am proficient in long swords. Does that carry
But-
over
but
to?
a
Does
long
that carry
sword is
over to
different.
As a
direwolf?
wolf?
Oh,
As,
I
as an
don't-
elf.
I doubt you
I
do
think,
that.
yeah.
You're gonna break your neck.
I
Just
don't
swinging a
think
sword.
I don't think elven combat training translates well to a quadruped.
Yeah,
what-
definitely not. You used to grip the sword with a hand, not with a mouth.
You can't bite people if you got a sword in your mouth.
True. it probably wouldn't be. It would hurt, but it wouldn't be effective.
Also, your teeth would probably be shattered by the end of a combat.
Oh yes,
Probably.
definitely.
That or the fucking hilt would have snapped from how hard she would have to bite it so it doesn't slip away.
Or you just hurt yourself.
Yeah, that as well.
There is this though.
What is that?
Exhaustion.
Yeah, the Pokemon.
The Pokemon
Oh,
Sword
okay.
Dog.
So
Okay, where were
people
we
just
again?
see that-
Anyway, while you're discussing about
Come
ghost
on.
stuff, Lumine,
What are we doing again?
What are you going to do?
Oh yeah, back over to the plot.
Or she's gonna find the place, that one place she stayed
Yeah,
with.
you found the place quite easily.
Hold
What are you
on.
going to do there?
My body won't let me sneeze. God damn it, nose. Anyways. She's gonna sit on the bench she saw earlier and... Nice.
So am I actually gonna enter the tavern as a giant ass wolf with a great axe in my mouth?
Please no.
Don't.
No, we're going to that later.
Oh, okay.
I'm just giving Lumine a little bit of a moment.
Oh, okay. Because chaos is going to ensue,
Oh,
and I
no.
love it.
Alexa, play Bring It to Life.
Yeah, Lumine's gonna look at the... What's the... Is the place like secluded, like surrounded by buildings?
It is enough secluded, you could say. Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna sit there and think
So
think back to what the corpses said. Gonna reminisce back to what she thinks she felt at the church, and she's just on her own mind of thoughts for now, and probably won't be back to the tavern for a while.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. So you're going to have your thoughtful moment, and meanwhile, okay, Freya, are you going to enter the tavern as a wolf?
Damn straight I am.
Keep in mind,
Oh,
keep in
no.
mind that you
Oh
don't
my
really fit the
God.
door.
Oh, don't do the same
Last
thing
time.
again. Don't do the same
No,
thing
I
again.
think
Fit the door. Just
I
saying.
think Freya will try to get her head through the door, realize that, oh shit, deja vu. I've been in this place before. And
Okay, is anyone trying to stop him from doing it?
Yes.
Lucian,
Yes.
yes.
Everyone.
Yes.
You can all
Nope, nope, not doing it again.
You can all roll a strength check.
Oh yeah, let's go.
oh
Can I
god, what's
guidance
the
myself for this?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh my
Nice.
god!
Oh
we
my
got two
god.
zeros in the same session, bro.
Two
Can I
zeros.
guidance myself on this roll?
God damn.
Yes, you can guidance yourself.
Oh boy,
You
like,
can
come
guidance
on.
yourself.
Hey.
Wait.
Okay, okay.
Hey.
So basically, here's what happened. Here's what happened. Okay, of course we need.
You need me.
Okay,
I'm looking
we
for the
need.
direwolf strike.
Oh, you use
Oh, there it
Eternal
is.
Fire?
Oh!
It's inner fire. Okay.
Oh, you...
Okay.
wow.
Okay.
Okay, wait.
You have to roll your
20.
strength check as well.
Oh. I'd say
Basically,
she's
this is what
trying.
happened. This is what happened. She's going. Freya's going. Freya's trying to enter the thing, and like Lucian steps in and tries to stop her, and you know is doing her best, and it's like it's quite holding the ground. Ten is trying to stop her, but she just practically she's like
Ten's just getting dragged.
pushing. It's like she's trying to push the truck, and so she gets like she's lying on the floor,
Oh no.
and at some point, like you see Oberon, the flame sparkling under his scales, and just take it and push it back. And yeah, you cannot go inside Fria.
You're not doing this again.
What did I just say?
Freya does the confused dog head tilt, drops the axe.
Oh.
Is there a problem?
Don't go inside. Winner. In this situation, how many times do I have to tell you?
Oh, I said it
Nice.
twice.
Beautiful, the dog.
I'll sleep outside
beautiful.
then. Freya then notices Ten feebly trying to push or pull her, and she just nuzzles her head into her real quick, and then just starts heading out towards the gates of the city.
Aw.
Okay. Is the 3 remaining people are going to enter? Are the 3
You know what?
remaining people?
I'm gonna follow her.
I guess Lucian and Oberon do the bro code and head. Well, Lucian wants to head in.
Yeah, let's go.
Lucian and Aubryn are the the quiet guys, the one that don't create problems. Besides
The
smashing a
Druid is
door, but
not
that's
a
another
Druid,
thing.
Look,
baby.
I was prepared to do command sit. I was hovering over that spell.
Aw. You could have done that.
I could but
You could have done that.
That would have gave you inspiration. Anyway,
command sit.
sit. Beautiful.
I also was thinking
Okay,
about
so you
command
enter the
shift.
tavern. You get something to eat. Oh, also that. You enter the tavern. It's up to you if you want to eat something. If you want to go to sleep.
I guess.
Meanwhile,
with that,
a big chunky wolf. Okay, so to sleep and drink and eat, you're going to pay accordingly. So you're going to pay like, I would say 5 silver to get a proper meal and a room. You're going to feel very refreshed the next day. Meanwhile,
I'll do that.
Freya is going towards the gates, and you notice that there is 10 just behind you.
Oh, well, I can't speak, so that makes this situation difficult. She's gonna, she's gonna bark, I guess?
Wolf.
Woof. Mary's
Dog
also
language.
there. It's probably just chilling on Freya's head.
I'm not gonna leave you alone. So don't try.
She looks at you slightly confused. Like they said before, the dog head tilt thing. And then she just, Shit, this is hard without speaking. Where does she go? She's gonna, I guess, nod as a wolf. And I guess she's gonna slow down so Ten can walk next to her.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, that's what she did.
Fria's just a big puppy at this point. Pupper.
Big old woofer that could rip your limbs off and use them as a chew toy.
Oh god.
Yeah, Freya's going to, I guess she's heading back towards the river, the one she was at before when she got hammered off wine. That's where she's heading. They said Freya's heading back towards the river where she got hammered off wine. That's where she's going.
Yeah. Is Ten following her without doing anything particular?
Yeah. So, you're gonna sleep here?
She nods.
Oh, wrong remote.
I'm gonna sleep outside then.
She gives you, I guess, like a look. It's hard to explain. That's fuck the dogs squint. The dogs squint. I think they squint.
Yeah,
she
they do.
squints at you.
Dogs can
Okay,
blink.
she
Of course
squints
they
at
squint.
you like. I mean, yeah. Kind of telling you. Oh, you're not.
You can't stop me.
Do I pull a power move here, or do I just go with the flow? Fuck it. Freya is going to approach you and just sit and look down at you. Just
Oh my.
Pretty sure
like
Fria's
she's
towering
trying
over
to.
10.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is supposed to be like. She's trying to just assert dominance with her, with just her being. Like, you are going to go back.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand to just scratch her chin to show that I'm not scared of her.
the Freya at first she's gonna be confused, but she's gonna give in. Yeah, she's just a big ass puppy.
Okay, then. So you're just going to rest on the riverside? The wolf?
Pretty much. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, once we get there, can I do a keen smell perception check?
Sure.
Nice.
What we are trying to sniff with this?
Holy shit. Deer.
Here.
Or like any kind of prey animal.
Oh dear. I mean, you sniff, and in the forest nearby, you can feel that there is maybe some kind of animal, maybe some kind of hare, maybe a deer. Is confusing.
Hey,
Your
she's
nose
going
is,
to...
has felt the stench of death, like not too much ago, so kinda it's not completely set.
Okay.
But you have you have a question. Maybe it could be there. You kind of feel it, but you don't really know where.
Okay, so she's going to go look for it. If 10 follows or not, it's up to her.
Yeah, definitely following.
Okay. This is gonna be fun. Freya's gonna go in the direction of one of said smells. Whether it's a deer or a rabbit is up to the DM.
Survival to search for it.
Okay. Oof. Watch me fail this, even with a +7. Oh shit.
The 25. Wow. Okay. You easily track down what seemed to be a deer that is, strolling around.
Nice. Okay. Freya is going to charge the deer. What the fuck's a deer's AC?
Roll an attack roll.
Okay, wait. I wanna. What the hell is a deer's AC? What the hell? Wait.
I
what the
know
fuck?
that. Don't worry.
Okay. Okay. Nice. What is? Where is? There it is. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Um. 20 plus 5.
Yes.
Oh my!
Yo, let's
Oh
go.
yeah, that's a great.
She did
Okay, so you take the lunge and you literally like you bite the deer to try and stop him, but you bite it a little too much.
Oh.
You literally snap it in half. Critical flirt.
And it's just impressed.
Once again, the most violent moon druid. Now I'm curious what the damage even would have looked like.
It would have been 12 plus 4 plus 2d6, I think.
Yes.
To drag this snapped deer to 10, yes.
Gonna make your own food tonight.
Jesus.
There would be since we said that we get the first dice maxed, there would be 3 plus 1 plus 12 plus 3, so it would be 19. Sorry. Ten, you're in front of a very dead deer,
And
dangling
I'm
from a
very,
dire wolf
very
mouth.
impressed. So, you wanna cook this or? Okay. Um, can I use green flame blade to cook the deer?
You can
Hey, yo.
use green flame blade to envelop your weapon on fire and maybe start a fire. Stream
Hey, yo,
sparks.
Audrak, mind giving me a help here?
Eh?
Yeah, doing that.
Okay, so you start a fire, stream spark.
Yeah, and I'm cutting I'm cutting the deer with my scimitar. Scimitars. Plural.
Making a deer kebab at this point.
Yes.
Yeah. See, yeah, it takes some time, but you can cut your half of the deer. The other half is already is pretty much snapped and bloody in the mouth of the wolf.
Well, I hope this tastes good.
Roll me an intelligence check.
Intelligence is a plus. Oh,
Okay, you managed to cook it very well.
Nice.
So it's perfectly cooked and it tastes really good.
Living in the forest did some good, apparently.
Yeah, you remember that quite well. You remember how she used to cook meat and animals, you know?
Yeah.
If she really didn't eat them. But she made for you.
Just gonna look at the ring and then lay down with her.
Freya just has the munching toy. Yeah, that's like alpha deer. Oh, totally normal. And Oberon and Lucian at this point should be resting in their rooms. Like,
Yeah, no one noticed Lumine.
yeah. I guess they were distracted by a wolf.
You know what? Where did she go?
Honestly, I was too distracted by Fria that I didn't even notice. Sorry.
Well, I trust her not to get back. Well,
I mean, if you think back about the scene, you didn't really see her going away, but you notice her taking slowing down. Is you know that it's not like he has been kidnapped or something, but you really don't know where she is. That's the point.
I just need I'm alone again. Oh, I
And
guess.
Lumine, there. Nine to 10-ish p.m. Time to stay. Oh, it's okay. What are you doing, Lumine? Oh, okay. You don't have much time left. Okay. You can look around for the area for precaution. You have a keen sight. You easily understand that there is no one nearby. Oh well, Lumine is chilling. I'm waiting for her new message.
Uh,
Yeah. Once again, now that you're alone in this secluded area, you kind of feel like you want to spread the wings a little bit. You're still not used to them. What you remember, you really didn't use them at all. Not, in circumstantial situations. So you stay there with your musk. She's gonna hold back on spreading them and not do it. Okay. So you're going to chill there, holding back from the urge to, spread the wings. What about you, Lucian? What's your thought?
I guess while we're here, and how crowded is the place right now where we're at?
The tavern has quite some people. You can also see that there is some of the guards, some of the new guards that are talking with the town guard. There's a lot of rackers. You can see a lot of people and kids that are like in question to the guards. Is the situation the tavern is usually very it feels like everyone is happy and celebrating. Seems like they have their hopes up.
Oh, as observing all of that and turning to Oberon if he's finished with his thing, just
Wow.
I'm if you don't mind, I may have something I want to try out, completely different from this whole thing recently. I prefer a quieter room up where.
Sure.
Just I've been going around telling people about this, so might as well just do it while doing these here. I'll just start, I guess, walking to his room if Oberon would follow.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess once we're inside, see, I've been carrying around this thing for a while now, shown it to a few people, just seen one by one what shows, and Lucian pulls out what the ornate what the decorated book he got from the academy looks like. Some things I've figured out about it, it shows different things, writings, images that appear in people's minds. Talked with Lumine about it. She saw something different from what I did, and well, consulted Callum about it. Now, if you don't really mind, I want to ask if you can say what shows you.
Oberon is kind of skeptical.
Better just see it for yourself. Just puts it on the desk, waiting for Oberon to open it.
Yeah, Oberon goes and opens the book.
Roll me an intelligence check. So, as you open the book, you can see very faintly the words start to change and rearrange. The letter goes on, and then the words shift, and even the language seems to shift at some point. It goes from a language to another, and then again it settles back to another piece of information written down. It's so cryptic, so strange. It's written in a very incomprehensible way. Feels like it's a different language, or a mixture of different languages. Feels like the very words that have been said are indefensible, like they're using a different alphabet or something like that. But in the end, you can grasp a little bit of the content of the page you're looking at. Seems like it's telling the story of a woman is standing. It's not standing. It's kneeling on the ground. And it's like she's caressing the ground. The woman is surrounded by like a handful of people. And they're all kneeling toward the woman. At the ground, a light, a very fatal, a very weak light comes out and disperse above the ground she just touched. She then turns to all the people around the woman, and the woman simply smiles. It's the only scene that you can read and grasp in this book.
Do you see?
A story about a woman. She's surrounded by a group of people. She's kneeling on the ground. Then she touches it, and a weak light comes out of it. She then turns around and smiles at the group, and that's about all I can decipher.
Another thing different than I thought. But okay, from the distance, since it was put on the desk, I guess from a distance, like not looking into it, but while Oberon's still reading it and it presenting to him what he sees, did Lucian also see the words changing in front of him, like it is visible to Oberon and me, or is it just on Oberon, if he can notice that?
You see the shifting of the words. Interestingly enough, while Aubryn was reading, you could not understand anything about the page.
Okay, well, that's something else. Now, here's something I haven't tried yet. Just keep looking at it. And while Oberon's reading it and just looking down at it, let's give this a shot. Lucian casts some guidance on himself, as well as opening his eyes to start also casting Comprehend Languages. While Oberon's looking at it and the story presenting to him what he sees, at the same time, Lucian's going to try Guidance and Comprehend Languages, look at it at the same time as Oberon, see if different happens when two people read it at the same time.
As you move again to read the page that Oberon was already reading and that shifted according to Oberon, you can see that the words are quivering a little bit, but they're staying in place. You couldn't understand it before, but maybe thanks to your own magic, and maybe thanks to the comprehend languages, now grasping a little bit of what Oberon was just telling you. Roll me an intelligence check.
Guidance. With the guidance, right? Again?
Yes.
All right then. Let's
Yes,
pray to the
absolutely.
dice gods. Let's do this. Oof.
Oomph. You can manage, thanks to what Oberon told you. You can comprehend the story that he told you. You can find it on the page, even if it's really hard to decipher. get the confirmation of what Oberon told you. And not decipher anymore.
I see what you see. Okay, so that's how that works, at least. And Lucian closes his eyes once again. Well, that's something new. Just been testing, seeing how it reacts to everyone, and well, I guess if I keep doing this, I can see what you all see, but well, it's something new. Don't know how closer I am to figuring out what it means, what it is. But, thanks.
No problem. You did say that you and Lumine read the book before, right?
Yeah, she read something different about, well, from what I can tell, her past.
Is it okay if I ask what did you both read exactly?
Well, someone she knew, I think, before she became, well, before she had those points to his back. And it seems to react to some specific thing about the person. You're asking me what I saw. I saw, well, a Veirling, me, walking, figures at his back. Just feel like it's trying to tell me something. All of us. But
What did you say?
I'm just telling Oberon brief descriptions of what I saw in the book as Lucian and what he knows Lumine saw.
Yeah. I would like you to repeat that.
Saw. Well, for Lumine, it was something about her past. A person she knew, maybe, before she grew those on her back. For me, was, well, a Veirling holding. He kind of just puts it on table. What looks like a crescent-shaped blade with some figures beside him. That it can?
Yeah.
Yes. I feel like it's trying to tell us something, but I haven't figured out exactly what yet and why it does this.
Well, if you, I guess you just proved that your book actually said something different to me, so I hope we can find why is it doing this.
It's something I've just been taking care of at the side. Right now we have bigger matters to think about. And right next to the book is his own personal scribbling notebook where he's just piecing together, writing down what he's heard. I'll prepare for tomorrow. It's all I really need.
So, are you going to rest now?
Yeah, I guess Lucian will just
Okay.
start organizing what notes he took, just start preparing to sleep, and just okay, let's take off that
Yeah.
let's take off that heavy chainmail to sleep in something comfortable.
Yeah, Oberon is gonna say, well, good night. And he's gonna This time he's gonna open the door delicately because I'm guessing it's Lucian's room,
Yeah, probably.
and then he's gonna close it just as delicately, and then he's gonna kick the door to his room.
Yes.
Yeah, just
Makes
reverse
perfectly
it.
sense. Okay. So before handling Min had to do, I would like Yatsu to make an intelligence check. Somebody. Okay, so you have 2 points. Don't worry about that. um, yeah, just tell me what Lumine is doing. Talk. Okay. Before Lumine decides to go back, she hesitates, thinking if she should go back now with all these thoughts in her head. But no, living now would be another death sentence for her. So, whilst looking at her mouth, she just says out of frustration and tiredness, says out because honestly, what's the point of asking if there's no clear answer? Why is why is it that every time I search for answer, it feels like I get nothing? If you're trying to tell me something, I'm all ears for it. Otherwise, I'm just going to sitting here, asking the same questions over and over, and getting the strange, painful feelings within me the moment I ask you a question. Lumine. It stings again. It stings a lot. You drop the mask. It felt like it kind it felt like it wasn't like that, but it felt like it burned. It was burning your hand. The mask drops for a moment. You feel like you've been scolded. Feel like you did something wrong. You can pick it. It doesn't burn or stings anymore. Yeah, we're about to close. Don't worry. You can go if you want. We're just is going to close the session with you reading and then falling asleep on the floof of the wolf. I'm referring to. Sorry, guess I must have been offending you a lot. You're going to head back to the tavern. You don't see any marks. You can you it's the pain. It was just internal or something like that. It wasn't something that you can actually feel on your skin. On your skin. Okay, so you're going to have something for dinner, something to eat, or something? In general? You're going just to get the room again? No. Small meal and the room is going to be 4 silver. One room, you get to the room, you go and rest, and the night falls. One is most of you are just sleeping and resting. One of you is still scribbling on a notebook, but then is going to sleep. And with this, we can close this session. Yes, if you're okay with it, we can probably play again next Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Next Sunday, I'll have my actual PC.